Sunshine, let's pull him out. Sunshine, the first. Come back here. Where are you? Why? Where'd he go? Tomorrow's map. Clouds for us. I said, clouds for us. Something's stuck up there. Let me see if I can. I feel like Fonzie with a jukebox. That frontal system is, we got to get some new equipment. That frontal system is. That down. Folks who were calling me up said, we didn't get a thing. Here's the rain bucket check. This is where we should be. For the month of June now, at the end of the month, we should have 4.7 inches. We fell short by for an inch. We had only 3.4 inches for the month and 13.2 inches then our total now for the year. So we are behind for the month. We need more rain. And if you didn't get any rain in the last 6 to 12 hours, I don't think you're going to see any in the next maybe 6 days. Blocker. Big blocking ridge of high pressure. Every time a low pressure center comes, ooh, boom, knocks it off. Low pressure center comes towards him and he knocks it off. A storm comes towards him, a drought buster comes towards him, and he knocks it off again. We just can't seem to get this big old blocker out of our system. He keeps the storms over that window. Let the breeze blow in and you could have a sweet dream just like our little buddy in bed here, dreaming of a refund on his SMUD bill. Keep dreaming. Been in this seesaw battle between Mr. Hot and Mr. Cool last couple of weeks. Last week, Mr. Hot won out. Week before that, Mr. Cool won out. And I think this week, Mr. Cool will be the winner. Do you wear the parka or do you wear the shorts? The parka or the shorts? It's kind of hard to decide. Parka, shorts, parka, shorts. That's the big dilemma. You know, if you're just passing through Sacramento or you're just visiting us, this is not normal. So if you're going to a big football game, this is what you can expect. The kick is up. It's good, and the crowd goes wild. I think we may see. I prepared for you. You can find the Orionids by very easily looking towards the east, probably after midnight or so. Orion arrives, I should say, rises soon after that time. Orion's very easy to pick out because of the belt, the 3 stars that are lined up directly in Orion. And you'll be able to see probably about 25 to 30 meteors an hour. As we pass through the former path of the comet, of course, all that space dust, all that comet dust hits the atmosphere, and that's why you get shooting stars. So check it out. It's an annual shower. The details in just a matter of moments. First, I don't want to talk about global warming. I want to talk about global cooling. Let's take a look at a graphic I have prepared for you. It was a little old volcano in the Philippines by the name of Mount Pinatubo, erupted in June of 1991, spread clouds around the Earth, and that, of course, looks like a bad set of earmuffs, doesn't it? It really does. 10 billion tons of debris throughout the atmosphere, 22 million tons of sulfur dioxide. Now, the sulfur dioxide combined with water droplets in the atmosphere, and that gave us sulfuric acid, and it's the sulfuric acid droplets that reflect. They are shiny, and they reflect the incoming radiation, and we estimate that the incoming radiation is bounced off at about 2%, and that means that global temperatures are down 1 to 2 degrees. So 1992 is going to go down as a cool year worldwide. Now, 1/3 of the sulfur dioxide dissipates from year to year, so we'll probably be back to normal by 1996. But it looks like we're in for a rather cool period, all because of Mount Pinatubo. Got it? All right. And Thursday, maybe even some showers on Friday, and a toupee alert for tomorrow. So if you're a small person, put some rocks in your pockets. Need a heavy amount of precipitation. I want to talk to you first about the sunset. Beautiful sunset today and yesterday, and just as the sun was going down today over the Raleigh-Durham area, I saw a nice big V formation. Take a look at the sunset. Saw a nice big V formation of geese heading south for the winter, a sure sign that winter is on the way. And what the? That's not a goose. This guy's going the wrong way, too. He's going north. Hey, buddy, you better make a U-turn. There we go. He'll get back there. Why? I didn't have anything to do today in the Weather Center. I was bored. Temperature right now. Turn the clocks back 1 hour, falling back 1 hour when you go to bed tomorrow night. Also, the International Association of Fire Chiefs reminds you to change your battery on your smoke detectors in your house. You're gonna believe. One of them's got to be right? Extra, extra, read all about it. January, wet and warm. That's right, the numbers are in for January. Officially, yes, it's a faux-pas. It's a faux-pas. Do you know what a faux-pas is? Well, this is the audience participation. We call this weather geek speak. These are words that we meteorologists use between ourselves, and occasionally we'll throw them out to the public. Faux pas is one of them. Any guesses on what faux pas is? We're going through it right now. No, it's not a mistake. We're going through it right now. It's just a shortened version of frontal passage. Faux pas. So you learn something new every day. We're going through a faux pas right now. There have been some clouds in the last couple of hours. I want to say hi to some friends of mine. I was out in Apex earlier today talking to Mrs. Lewis's second graders at Balcom Elementary. Very smart kids who were talking about weather and TV weather, and want to say hi to those kids. They're probably sleeping, but hopefully someone's going to video. We not only have one storm headed towards us, we have a whole succession of storms. In fact, you might even call it the Storm Train with your host, Steve Cornelius. I think Aretha Franklin said it best. Train, 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 train of storms. It's my Friday. I'm very loopy today. Almanac page.
Now, the flying 5-day forecast.
Yes, we have a pretty good chance of rain throughout the week.
As the wheel of temperatures, round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody quite knows. We're floating 5-day forecast. Heavy rains are possible tomorrow. They could continue through Saturday morning, and then Sunday looks like a decent day. Next chance of rain is the flying 5-day forecast.
Yes, could be a real cold one coming up this weekend. Might be a good week. 62 for a high. Okay, let's say you're a hurricane. You're a hurricane. You're George. You're barreling across the Atlantic Ocean. You come up against Puerto Rico and you say, no problemo. I can get right past Puerto Rico. It's not going to hurt me. You head into Hispaniola. You're a nice, strong Category 3 hurricane with 110 mile an hour, 115 mile an hour winds. And then you see Hispaniola, and it's got these 10,000-foot peaks, and you run into Hispaniola, and it just tears you up. And in fact, by the time you're done with Hispaniola, you're down to a very meek 75 miles an hour as you head towards Cuba. But Cuba, much lower in profile, doesn't have those tall peaks, and there's lots of warm water behind Cuba and on your way on into Florida, and you're probably going to strengthen. And that's exactly what's been happening with George, and that's what we think is going to happen with George in the next 24 to 48 hours.